In a market dominated by German offerings, the Volvo XC60 is often overlooked. Here's why this luxury SUV deserves your proper attention. There are two things that you probably know about Volvo. One is the fact that they're Swedish, and the fact that they're obsessed with safety. Pero, gusto rin nilang malaman mo na nakatutok rin sila sa electrification. The Volvo XC60 features an interesting powertrain. Nope, hindi ko tinutukoy yung 2-liter turbo diesel engine sa base D4 Momentum variant. What I'm talking about is this, itong T8 Inscription variant with its plug-in hybrid powertrain. The plug-in hybrid powertrain uses a 2-liter turbocharged and supercharged petrol engine driving the front wheels, along with an electric motor driving the rear wheels. With a 10.4 kWh battery pack, the Volvo XC60 T8 has a claimed electric range of 30 kilometers, along with a 0 to 100 kph time of around 5 seconds flat. So, how does this powerful hybrid motor feel on the road? So one of the good things about the Volvo XC60 is that it's mainly a comfort-oriented luxury SUV. The suspension deals pretty well with bumps, as in kahit anong lubak ng daanan mo, it really feels like it's being laid with fresh asphalt all the time. Plus, combined with the car's excellent noise, vibration, harshness suppression, or NVH basically, the Volvo XC60 feels relaxing to drive. Now, you have two engine choices. One diesel, and then what we're driving right now is the plug-in hybrid electric vehicle version, the T8. And the diesel offers, of course, good fuel economy. But if you really want the best of both worlds, power and fuel economy, then you couldn't go wrong with this Volvo XC60 T8 plug-in hybrid. With the 2-liter supercharged and turbocharged petrol engine, as is, the engine pa lang delivers outright excellent performance since the superchargers ang sumasalo ng turbo lag basically. So wala ka nung build up ng power kapag apakan mo yung gas. But combined with the electric motors, they produce a combined output of 407 horsepower. That's a lot of power. And because there are electric motors also aiding with the petrol engine, it's not only for fuel economy, but 90, 100. There's no build-up of pulling power, as in immediately, pag apak mo talaga, it's gonna shove you back to your seat immediately. At the same time, being a plug-in hybrid, as the term plug-in suggests, this car can be plugged into a socket, assuming you have a 3-pin socket at your garage. Now, full charge takes around 5 hours, and then once you fully charge the vehicle, you have up to 50 kilometers of range. But in the real world, I was only able to achieve around 30 kilometers, 35 kilometers. But still, a lot better than a typical hybrid, which only offers 1 or 2 kilometers of electric range. Despite having a whopping 407 horsepower, I was able to achieve as much as 33 kilometers per liter out on an open highway, since during light cruising, it would really aggressively put itself on pure EV mode. And then if you just leave it doing its own thing at hybrid mode, as in switching from petrol to gas, switching from gas to electric on the fly, it is able to achieve around 15 kilometers per liter, which is again very good for a car which has 407 horsepower and can keep up with some of the fast sports cars out there. EVs aren't necessarily appropriate for our country right now since we only have a few charging stations, but plug-in hybrids, guys, I swear, it's really an excellent stopgap between petrol power and electricity. And then lastly, being a hybrid, the initial bite of the brakes really feel a bit weird, hard to modulate, but it's something that you're gonna get used to eventually as you drive a hybrid, because the first few percentage of your initial bite in your brakes is actually for the regenerative brakes of this car, not exactly the brakes itself. But as for the rest of the package, the Volvo XC60 T8 plug-in hybrid feels like a normal car, only being able to drive on pure electric mode and has a lot of power. Step outside, and you'll appreciate the XC60's conservative yet elegant design. This is all thanks to its conservative use of classic lines and tout surfaces. Just look at those Thor's Hammer LED headlights. Of course, because this is a top trim Inscription variant, it gets quite a lot of tasteful shiny embellishments. It's practically the same story inside. The simplistic interior is tastefully made and solidly built. Just marvel at the nice stitching details and open-pore wood. You can opt for this Autoforce Crystal electronic gear shifter, which looks great but makes gear changes more finicky. Double tapping from park is way more complex than gear changes should be. Tiis ganda nga naman. Occupants will find all seats supremely comfy, one of the comfiest in the business actually. It's also the same story at the back, offering one of the most comfortable rear seats in the class. The trunk is also spacious and offers plenty of flexibility. And yes, a hands-free power lift kit is standard on all variants. Vehicle settings are accessed to the 9-inch Volvo Sensus infotainment system. Swiping gestures and touch response are snappy, plus the menus are logically laid out. I do wish for hard buttons for the climate control system, just to make things simpler. Of course, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto is standard at this price point. Pricing for the XC60 starts at a little under 4.3 million pesos, which gets you the base D4 Momentum variant. Of course, being a Volvo, safety is the brand's highest priority, which is why all variants come with Volvo's City Safety System. This includes automatic emergency braking with pedestrian and large animal detection, oncoming lane mitigation, rear collision warning, front and rear cross traffic alert, blind spot warning with steering assist, among other safety features. It also gets pilot assist, which is adaptive cruise control taken to another level. The system can keep the car smack right in the middle of the lane, both at highway and traffic jam situations. Seriously, this is the closest system any Filipino could get to Tesla's autopilot system. With that said, it still isn't a fully automated solution. Kailangan mo pa rin bantayan ang sasakyan mo habang nasa kalsada ka. The D4 Momentum also gets adaptive LED headlights, hands-free power liftgate, and the aforementioned 9-inch Sensus infotainment system. You step up to the T8 Inscription plug-in hybrid variant, and you get the benefit of an Autoforce crystal gear lever, head-up display, park assist pilot, which works really well, and the panoramic sunroof that does a good job of ejecting heat. This is why Volvo deserves your attention. It offers just as much luxury as its German competitors, but for the price, it's loaded with semi-autonomous driver assist features that are either absent or are an optional extra in all of its competitors. The Volvo XC60 then offers the best value for your money in the luxury compact SUV segment.